Hello everyone and welcome to the cardboard boat project. Today the supplies you'll need are a ruler, scissors, a pen, cardboard, tape, a small weight such as a Lego or a marble, and a small tub of water such as a bucket or a sink. So the first thing you'll do is you're going to line your ruler up with the edge of the cardboard, and you're going to make a line. And that line can be as long as you want, but remember the rest of your boat needs to fit on there, on the cardboard. So after you make the line, you're going to make a second line that is about a quarter of the first line. It doesn't need to be exact, it just needs to be smaller than the first line. And so that will be the width of your boat. And then after you finish making that top line, you're going to make another line that is going to be parallel to your first line. This will be the other side of your boat, and that will make the base of your boat. And then after you make this line, without moving your ruler, make a second line on the opposite side of the ruler, so that will make one of the walls of your boat. As you can see here, I'm making the second line. And then now you'll want to connect the top line to the edge of the cardboard to make the second wall. So there's the base of your boat and your two walls. And now you're going to put a dot above the center of the base of your boat. This will make the front end of the boat, and then you're going to connect that with the inner lines to make a triangle at the top of the boat. So you make the triangle, and this will be the front of your boat. And then after you make those two lines that form the triangle, you're going to make two lines parallel to them, and that will make the sides of the front of your boat. And so you just draw two lines parallel and then connect them to the triangle, as you can see in the video. Then after you do this one, you'll do the other side, and they don't need to be matched perfectly, but they should be about the same size. So, because you want to be able to connect them at the end. And so once you have the base and the front of your boat, you're going to make another line at the bottom of the base of your boat. And this will be the bottom wall of your boat. So put your ruler to the edge of the cardboard again and just make a line on the bottom, as seen in the video. And so now what you will do is you're going to cut all of the outside lines. So none of the lines that are inside other lines, just the outside lines. So you should be cutting off a majority of the cardboard, but nothing inside of your boat. And as you can see in the video, if you need any help knowing what to do, the video shows a more clear instruction. So after you cut off any excess cardboard, your boat should look like that, and then now you'll cut any remaining outside pieces. So all those little triangles that they go into the boat. And then you'll take those off, and then you'll take the corner pieces of where your line was and the bottom of your boat, because you'll want to make room for the walls. This is what the boat should look like at the end. You're going to move on to folding up the walls. So you just bend the walls upwards and crease onto the lines, crease on the inner lines. So as you can see, just push them and bend them. They should bend pretty easily. And then you should do that to all 5 sides. And then they don't need to stay up for now. They can fall back down, but because we'll eventually tape them together. after you've folded all sides, 5 sides, you will move on to taping them. So you should use medium to small pieces of tape. They don't need to be huge. They just need to, and you can use more than one piece, obviously. So just tape all the corners up so that no water can leak through, because if water leaks through and there's a hole, your boat will sink, and you don't want your boat to sink. So you're just taping up all the sides, and you can tape the inner corners as well, tape the outer corners, tape up the sides. You can even design your boat if you wanted to, but it's not necessary. You can just add some fun designs, some tape all the way around. Just make sure there are no holes or anywhere where the water can leak into the boat. Now that your boat's all taped up, you're going to want to get a tub of water. It can be a bucket or your sink or even your bathtub. And if it just fills with water, it doesn't need to be a lot of water. It just needs to be enough that the boat can float in it and also has room to sink if you will sink it, which you don't want to sink it. So then you will get your small weight, which I use marbles, but you can use Legos or any other small amount of weight because you want to see how much you can add to it. Now you place your boat in the water, and I have 2 different boats to show you different examples. So this first boat has very small walls and is a very thin cardboard, and so it's not the best boat because it won't be able to hold very much weight. So you see, we'll start putting marbles in, and this boat will tip over because of the weight distribution all flips to one side, and the boat ends up weighing too much that the water goes into the top of the boat. So the water displaced is less than the amount of weight there was. And now we will place the other boat into the water, and this second boat has higher walls and is made of thicker cardboard. And as you will see, more weight can go into this boat, and that's because the water displaced is equal to the weight of this boat. So when something is in water, gravity pulls it down, but it is held up by buoyancy. The water is pushed out of the way, so there is room for what is being put into the water. This is called displacement. When the water displaced is equal to the weight of the object being put into the water, the object will float, and that's what buoyancy is. And that's why boats float.